Having a landing page in Roll20 is a great idea. It gives you an ability to have the players see a set view whenever you go on a break, or when they first log on to the game, or when you're done playing and just chatting after the fact, or if they log on in between sessions. That way they're not looking at the dungeon that you're trying to walk them through. It also gives you a place where you can display things, kind of like trophies. Let me show you what I used to do and what I've recently switched to, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, first off, this is what I used to use for my landing page. You'll see I have a title there for my game, an unlikely alliance in this case, and I have a couple of players. Then I have a couple of trophies here. The first one is just a kill count. Second is a loot count, how much gold they've collected. And the third is experience. We are using experience rather than a milestone for this particular campaign. There's nothing super fancy about this, but it's something nice and has a good picture, something just to set the stage. But this is what I used to use. Let me show you what I use now. Okay, so similarly, I still have my title, my characters, my kill count, gold collected, and experience, and then I've added a couple other things. And you'll notice the background changed dramatically. Let me show you what that is and why. So this is a map of the city of Echo Bay. This is the city where my characters are playing. By having this here in between sessions and whenever we're on break and so forth, they can look around the city and get more and more familiar with it. You'll notice that there are special places, things that are relevant to the game that are noted with little icons. What I've done here is taken the icons and made them interactive. So, for instance, we have the White Raven pub. If you click on that, you'll notice a little flag appears up at the top in my token actions, and when I select that, I get a little pop-up. Local Laborers Pub. Click here to learn more. If I select that, I get a little write-up and art. The White Raven Tavern is a locals pub run by Angus Murtaugh with a link in the northern part of Echo Bay, usually frequented by the laborers and farmers of the area. It also boasts a very successful shinty team and is mad for the sport. Well, what the heck is shinty? You can click on it. These are the rules of shinty. All these things available for the players to look at whenever they want, as they get more and more familiar with the city. This helps bring the city to life for them. And there's lots of these things. Anything that I've made that is useful in the game, points that are relevant to our story, have become part of the map here. As we play, I add more points. So the characters, the players, see these things coming to life and see their city coming to life. So in between games, during intermissions or breaks, they can look at the map. Now they're all part of the journal, but this attaches a journal entry to a point on the map. It gives them something they can interact with in between games. And similarly, you'll notice I have a couple new icons here, the Echo Bay broadsheet and notice board. Well, the broadsheet, when you click on it, brings up the current edition of the local paper. Local heroes solve murders. Here's my two characters, a little article about them finding were-rats in the sewers, or the notice board. Click here to learn more. The notice board sits on the edge of the common markets and draws posts from the officials from the common man. Boom, there's a notice board with all sorts of notices of things going on. Maybe these could become relevant in the game. By having this here, it just brings the city more to life and gives them something more to look at on their landing page. Now, the coding to make this work, I didn't create this by any stretch. I learned from some other great creators on YouTube, and I'm going to put some links down here below just so you guys can check that out. There's some fantastic macros and things out there if you just put a little research into it and play around.